Have a good evening.
Hello.
We have 5. Do we have quorum?
Yes.
Okay, we have quorum, ladies and gentlemen. It is 5:30. First of all, thank you all for your patience. I'd like to call to order here at 5:30 the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government's Ethics Commission special meeting of October 5th, 2022. This is a virtual meeting via Zoom teleconference, and we're here for the express purpose of considering 2 advisory opinion requests, AO-2022-001 and AO-2022-002. Those are the request of Councilmember Legree and Councilmember Sheehan, both of whom I understand have waived confidentiality. Is that correct?
AJ, before we get, I'm only seeing Kim, Laura, Hank, and yourself. Is there another Ethics Commission member that I'm not seeing?
Evan Buckley is on as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay. For some reason, I can't see him. Perfect. Okay, great. Thank you.
We do have 5. Now, council members Legree and Sheehan, your 2 requests seemed similar, not the same, but similar. And so if it is acceptable to the 2 of you, and I want each of you all to agree to this, we'll have you in the room together as we have you express what your request is for, again, with confidentiality having been waived. And then for each of the council members to ask you questions about the particular request. Does that seem acceptable to the 2 of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would like to begin to sort of explain to us the nature of your requests and why you've come to the commission today?
I feel like Hannah's is a little bit more complicated, so I'll let her go first and then we can evaluate mine.
Oh, okay. And before I get started, it appears as though one of the Ethics Commission members may have dropped off the call, but they are now rejoining. So I didn't want to.
We'll wait for Evan to
Okay.
reconnect with the mothership.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
But good observation.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry.
Okay, excellent. AJ, just for my own clarity, everyone has a copy of the statement that I wrote. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay.
In our packet is the statement that each of you 2 have provided to us with a general explanation. And I believe that everyone has reviewed that, but just in case, what's the general nature of,
Sure.
of what's before us?
Sure, of course. So basically, I'm appealing to the Ethics Advisory Board as a 3rd District Council member because I'm seeking the ability to vote on issues related to the LFUCG / UK Arboretum, which is within my district. After Susan Lamb stepped down as co-chair for the Arboretum Board, I was appointed, and I'm very much enjoying serving in that capacity as co-chair of that Arboretum Board. And part of the issue that's in front of us today is the fact that in addition to my work as council member, I do work at the University of Kentucky. At the University of Kentucky, I am a career counselor in the Lewis Honors College. My work at the University of Kentucky does not pertain to the Arboretum, nor do I hold any affiliation with the College of Agriculture, Food and Environment. And that's the college within which the Arboretum is housed, though I do work with students from all different majors and minors and all different colleges. I'm employed by the Honors College. And the reason I'm here today is to seek an advisory opinion from you all about any kind of perceived conflict of interest so that I can ideally vote on any issue related to the Arboretum. And I'm doing that because of my employment at the University of Kentucky, and the University of Kentucky obviously directly funds the Arboretum. And Councilmember Sheehan and I have both been advised by the LFUCG Law Department because of my employment at UK and her employment at UK to recuse ourselves from any vote on matters pertaining to the Arboretum. But however, in my role at the University of Kentucky, I don't have any jurisdiction over any funding decisions as they relate to the Arboretum. So I'm seeking that you all review my circumstances and offer an opinion as to whether or not I can participate in voting on matters related to the Arboretum while serving on the Urban County Council. So that's my request. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. We may have questions for you here in a second, so please just hang on for now. Councilmember Sheehan, what about your particular situation?
Mine is very similar to Councilmember Legree's. So I'm also employed by UK. I'm also not in the College of Ag or have any direct involvement with the Arboretum. I am employed by the College of Arts and Sciences because I'm in the psychology department. So I feel even a little bit more removed because I'm not the council member over this area. And Hannah is now on the board of the Arboretum, but I am not. So I would like the ability to engage in these discussions and be able to vote on issues that come before us around the Arboretum. So I would like the potential conflict of interest because I'm an UK employee reviewed as well, similar to Councilmember Legree.
Councilmember Legree, one question that I have to sort of open up the discussion. When you were made, who appointed you to be chair of, or co-chair, excuse me, of the Arboretum board?
Sir, the mayor did.
Was there any discussion at that time of any concern about any possible conflict of interest?
No, not at that time. I think some of the reasoning for appointing me as co-chair had to do with the fact that the Arboretum has always been in the 3rd district, and the district's boundaries have been extended even further so that Councilmember Lamb's district doesn't even abut the Arboretum, whereas in the past it had. So it was certainly a concern of mine because I want to be able to be an effective council member. But I did also want the opportunity to serve. And it's my understanding that the way the Arboretum board is set up is that the co-chairs, one is from UK, that's Ned Crankshaw, and then the other is always from the University of Kentucky. At least that was, from LFUCG. So that was my understanding of the structure and the position that Councilmember Lamb was in, and then I got placed into as a result.
Okay, thank you. Any other commission members? Any questions of either Councilmember Legree or Councilmember Sheehan? It must be a very straightforward request. Well, I personally don't have any other questions. I would entertain a motion from the commission to go into closed session to consider the requests of the 2 council members.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I'll move to go into closed session pursuant to KRS 61-810-1F and KRS 61-810-1J as discussion of these matters AO 2022-1 and AO 2022 may lead to the appointment, discipline, or dismissal of an individual employee, member, or officer, and involves the deliberations of a quasi-judicial body regarding individual adjudications. That's my motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Council members, if y'all would excuse us, we're going to send you into the waiting room, hopefully technologically, and we will be back with you as quickly as we can. Very good. council members, thank you for your patience. It
Oh.
was quite the debate. I will entertain a motion from the commission as to what we've come up with.
Well, kind of echoing what AJ said, not to add, but we've not reached a decision on this matter. We're going to table it. We're going to schedule another meeting and wait until our next. We're going to schedule another one here, I think anticipated this month, and get a little more clarification on a couple of things within the Ethics Act. We're talking with the law department things to try to get some further clarification specifically on the University of Kentucky and its kind of status and whether this might fit into an exception or whether it precludes from voting. So I think the motion, to be succinct, is to table this matter for further discussion at a special meeting called in the coming weeks. And that's the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So for the council members' benefit, one of the things that we were looking at is the way the act is written there. If you've got a financial or private interest, both of which are defined in the act, you cannot participate in the debate, vote on the debate, etc. And there is a specific exception that deals with financial but not private interest. And private interests include employment. There is another exception that uses both private and financial, and we're seeing the extent to which, based on some language, whether or not your particular situations would fit into that. And we just don't have that research right now.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any questions of us?
Do you have an approximate timeline? I know one of the reasons we were trying to have this meeting is because we have some upcoming discussions that relate to the Arboretum.
We hope to get this certainly before our next regular meeting, which is in November, the very first of November. So it should be hopefully very soon.
Okay. I think that will be after our discussions on council, so we'll just have to recuse at that point.
Until that time, yes.
Okay.
Any further discussion from the commission members? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to close the meeting.
Move to close the meeting.
All in favor, say aye. Or wait, I need a second.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Thanks, y'all.
Bye, thanks.